This is my audience. I'm Jonathan Tweet, and this is my visual aid speech. Baseball is one of the most challenging sports to play. From hitting a ball coming towards you at 94 miles an hour with a stick, to throwing a ball as hard as you can over 200 feet and hitting a glove. Baseball has been very big in my life. I've been watching baseball my whole life and playing for the past 12 years. I hope to inform you about the game I love. According to the World Baseball Softball Confederation, the inventor of baseball is Abner Doubleday. He invented it in 1839 at Cooperstown, New York. It was the first professional sport in America. There are two leagues, the National League, which was founded in 1876, and the American League, which was founded in 1903. They've been playing ever since in the World Series, which is the national championship of baseball. The goal of baseball is to get on base and have your teammates move you around the bases to score, while the other team plays defense and tries to stop you by catching, fielding, and throwing you out. Since we have learned how baseball was started and what it is, now I'll talk to you about what you need. First off, you'll need a glove. Depending on what position you play determines the type of glove you'll use. If you're a catcher, you'll need a catcher's glove. If you're in the outfield, you'll need a larger glove, one about 12 to 12.5 inches. Infielders have the smallest gloves, normally around 11.5 inches. The glove is the most important piece of equipment that you need to own because it keeps you from hurting your hand when fielding a ball. The other piece of equipment you need is a bat. Depending on what level you are playing at, is made out of different materials. At college and lower levels, they use metal BB core bats. BB core is a type of metal bat that has the same power as wood. At the professional level, they use wood. Then you need a baseball. These are the only things an individual needs to play. As for a place to play, you need a field. The basic field needs to have the bases 90 feet apart, and the pitcher's mound needs to be 60 feet 6 inches from home plate. The fence in the outfield can vary depending on the field because there's no regulation size for fences. Each team can have 9 players at a time. In the field, there is the pitcher. He can normally throw the hardest and have the most control over his pitches on the team. He will also have maybe 2 or maybe even 3 pitches he can throw. Normally a fastball, a curveball, and a changeup. Then there's the person who has to catch what the pitcher is throwing. That is the catcher. He is the most important player on the field. He is responsible for calling what pitches the pitcher throws and what defensive situations we are running. He's also required to try to stop every wild pitch and throw runners out stealing. Now, working our way around the rest of the infield, we'll talk about the first baseman. Their job is to be able to scoop all the balls that are thrown into the dirt. Normally, they aren't the fastest guys on the team. Second base is like the shortstop, but on the other side of the field. He's next to the first baseman. He should have good range to get a ground ball and a quick glove to turn a double play. The third baseman has to have the strongest arm of the players in the infield. Third base is often referred to as the hot corner. This is because ground balls and line drives are coming in faster than any other part of the infield. Then there's the shortstop. He's the most athletic player in the infield and has the best fielding skills. He has priority over everyone when it comes to pop flies in the infield. He is normally fast and has the most range. The outfielders should all be relatively fast, but the center fielder is normally the fastest player on the team because he has the most area to cover. The right fielder normally has the strongest arm of the outfielders because he has the farthest to throw from right field to third base. The left fielder should be the most balanced with speed and throwing power. Baseball has and will always be a passion of mine. This is the simplest way I could tell you what baseball is. Thank you for listening to my speech.